Big Daddy Lucas Browne. Lucas, how you feeling?
I'm good, mate. It's coming to the end of my career, so I'm going to make sure that I go out with a bang. So these last few fights, I'm training well, doing everything right. I've done it long enough now that I know what to do, when to do it. So prep's going perfectly. It's just now, the open workout. Tomorrow's the weigh-in. It gets really real after that weigh-in. So you actually get immersed in that moment. I don't want to expel any extra energy. So it's all about, once that moment hits, then it's sort of we're on mentally.
That's right. Last time you fought on a Kambosos Undercard, you got a pretty nice, sweet stoppage over Junior Farr.
I did.
Are you looking to repeat that, or?
I certainly hope so, my friend. I went out with that fight, honestly, my whole mindset was start faster and throw the right hand. That was it. So it worked. I don't think this one will be as much with the right hand in terms of I'm going to throw it. It'll be more boxing, more pushing away, more keeping distance. Other than that, the right hand's always the key to everything.
Yeah, so Hemi Ahio, his only loss is to Fagopoulou, who you stopped.
Yep.
So surely that does give you confidence, but we all know that boxing doesn't always work like
That's
that,
correct,
right?
that's correct. I like the fact that I basically was in a sparring session with Django. I call him Django. I was basically in a sparring session with him. So I was getting hit with a lot of things, but I wanted the rounds. I'd come off the Gallon loss, and in my head I needed rounds. So I went through the motions and got the rounds. As soon as he tired, put it on him, and away we went. So I'm not saying all Islanders are the same, but I'm expecting a similar situation where you get 4 or 5 rounds in, they all start sort of just dying that little bit. I come on stronger, so I'm waiting for that moment.
Right, you live in Perth, right?
Yeah, 14 years.
Yeah. So you've got that home advantage as well. So.
I've actually got my sons going to walk me out. So 20 and 22 years old. They've never been to any fight in their life of mine, of course. So I'm getting them to walk me out, knowing it's one of my last fights, etc. So it's going to be massive for me. I'm going to be off my head with excitement, just watching my sons walk me out.
Yeah, it's definitely a special moment for you.
Yeah.
You're at the golden age of 45.
Yes.
But we all know, famously, George Foreman won the title at 45 years old.
That's
but realistically, I know you only want big fights now to end off your career. I think you said previously you only have 2 or 3 fights.
3, yeah.
Realistically and optimistically, what are you hoping to get in your last few fights? Who's someone you'd love to fight?
To be honest, I know for a fact that world title just isn't in the cards. No one's going to bother looking at me for a world title anymore. So I've obviously said that. So as long as like this, it's a massive card. I do want to get paid, obviously. So the more I win, the bigger the purse gets as well. So I want to have good competitive fights, like the Miller fight. I loved that fight. You know what I mean? Yes, I lost, but I loved that fight, and I think everyone watching loved it as well. So as long as there are 3 good fights like that, I'll be happy, and I'll be able to duck out happy with what I've done.
So no specific names, just want to put on a good show.
Money.
Yeah.
That's my name, money.
Yeah. Speaking of money, you're obviously you're fighting, but you're also moonlighting as a bodyguard yesterday at the weigh-in. What prompted you to come out? Because they would not stop staring at each other. Were you asked to do that? So I think you're probably the only person that could separate.
I was sitting there, I was looking at it, and my security head, I did 13 years as a bouncer, so my security head came on, but I looked at both parents and I went, should I jump in? And then Bob Aaron's going, come on guys, fuck, let's go. And I'm like, hey, now's the time. So I jumped in. I thought to myself, in my head, I'm like, I'm going to be on TV. And we went, and no one's going to throw punches at me, so that was good. So I'm able to sort of step in and, I got a cheer for it, so I was happy, but I got my head on TV as well.
For sure, I was all over the papers, everything. So you did well. Just your breakdown for the main event, how does it go? I know you want to back your countrymen, but with your boxing knowledge, how do you see that fight playing out?
I think everyone's going to look at Lomachenko as the man. There's no way you can't look at him as one of the best boxers on the planet. So there's that for him no matter what. Kambosos, furious and all the rest of it, he's going to come out and want to bang, that's fair enough. I think personally, whoever turns up on the night. So they both got their strengths and weaknesses, etc. But whoever turns up is going to win.
And fast forward to the week after, the biggest fight in heavyweight boxing in 25 years. I was only 12 years old last time there was a world championship, undisputed title fight.
Yeah.
It's such an intriguing matchup. you know, so long awaited.
Yeah,
How do you see that fight going?
Again, Usyk is the bigger version of Lomachenko, you know, technically, and you see everything they do. It's like the same version, just bigger. So I personally think Usyk will have enough, but at the same time, Tyson Fury's 6'9", and that length and distance that he has and can use, then when you get too close, he ties you up. So he's very good at his length, his distance. That's always going to be on his side. So if Usyk is able to move like he wants to, Usyk will get it.
Nice. And lastly, what do you want to show the fans tomorrow?
Well, Sunday, it's not tomorrow.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just want a great fight. I want them to walk away and go, fuck, that was a good fight. That's always the only thing I really want. Like, yes, money's great, but like, I want to be remembered as that guy that, fuck, that was a good fight, you know, so that's what I want.
All right, well, looking forward to it. Best of luck, Lucas.
Good man.
Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.